Hello, my name is Alun, and my pronouns are he, him, and today I am facilitating the finale of our 8-9 session, I think, run of Star Wars Traveller using the Citizen hack. Um, you want to know what's happened so far? Go back and watch the other ones. Um, but this game is organized as part of the Open Hearth gaming community. Started on our May the 4th um, Star Wars Con, and we've been running through since. Don't know about the Open Hearth? Look us up. Come play with us. It enables me to play with people around the world. In this case, in time zones that mean that while I'm sitting here in my basement at what 2 o'clock in the afternoon, one of these players is it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to point out anyone. I don't want to get any credit for that, but that's quite a challenge. Um, so yeah, if you don't know about the Open Hearth, do look us up. Come play with us. We are playing with a set of safety tools and within the community's code of conduct, which we think is a useful tool for anyone wanting to play online. So go back and see the intros on the other ones. You want more than that. So I think we pick up aboard our modified YT 1930 transport, the Twist, as it heads away from uh, the asteroid in which our characters last time discovered the base of the Tarkin initiative. Now, Nivea, Kelsey, because Stephen was busy being hot in Birmingham. That sounds a bit iffy now I say it. I'm sorry. Um, but Stephen wasn't able to play last time, so Nivea spent time aboard the ship while the others explored the asteroid. So I'm kind of wanting some kind of group around the table in the social area of the Twist, bringing Nivea up to date. So this requires you to remember what happened and to communicate it to Nivea. Any takers to kick that conversation off?
Well, I'll just say that this time, when we fought the Death Troopers, I didn't stop to cut off one of its heads.
How
And you
many
think,
were there?
uh,
At the
oh,
start, 8.
yeah,
Oh,
it,
yeah, but I handled about five of them myself. Not a big
Yep,
deal.
he did. So,
It just you just should have you should have had me last time you dealt with them. I guess it turns out the secret code is a little bit of boop pop boop in the old terminal, and then you're good.
Um, what about what did you bring away, Bilger? Can you remember what you brought away?
Yeah. We found no, for the life of me, I cannot remember what we got out of the terminal. We got into this. We explored the station. Inside there was a bunch of overgrowth. It was like some sort of plant life that was growing out of control. We made our way to a central terminal. We got a data disk. One of those a big drive with some intel on it. And the particulars have escaped my mind. I think I was too busy dodging the Death Trooper blaster bolts. I'm sure. I'm sure one of these other ones can fill you in.
Lowell, what about Keel? Can Keel add any clarity to this?
so what we have is we had a conversation that led us here originally that was her speaking with Tarkin. We have kind of the other side of that conversation, and it also really clearly pointing us that all of this was about the stone and that they had plans to do some genetic stuff make a Sith or a Jedi or just somebody with powers. Like they had a whole thing. And it seemed like that's a possibility because we fought a whole bunch of genetically engineered monsters in that thing. Now we have footage of that stuff as well, from various cams and things. So we have her conspiring with Tarkin. We have this horrible base. We have a lot of stuff that could put her in hot water, and I think we get it set to put her in hot water, and then we go and talk with her.
I think that's a reasonable summary. So yeah, you came away with this black special projects data cassette, and it is the data cassette related to Subject X. And Subject X was the center of interest from genetics, from psychology. It appears that there was a lot of different areas of the Tarkin Initiative working together around Subject X. And you have a data cassette for more information on Subject X? Don't know. You didn't get as far as examining it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering whether that is what you want to do. And if so, how?
Now that we're on the
Uh,
twist, I think, yeah, right. We should now that we're not getting chased down by Death Trooper or mutated fauna, it might be a good chance to take a look, see. It's probably safe, right? We could probably plug this just right in.
Well, do you want to run a bit of programming over this, Bilger, just to see whether it is just safe to just plug in?
Yeah, let's do that. I would love to. All right. My programming is 3. It's usually savvy, so that's 0. So just roll with a 3. All right, here we go. Starting hot. 12. What did I say? Can't be stopped.
Yeah, you can plug that into the ship systems, and the ship you'll be able to display or access its contents using the twist systems.
Perfect.
But it's a vast amount of data. There are years of kind of research notes in here. I is this something that needs investigating to pull the detail out of this conceivably?
I'm all over that.
Okay, I think it's probably investigation with wisdom or
Yeah.
control. It's about hard work or
Wisdom. I'm sorry, don't even
Alan,
go any further.
Alan, is this kind of like is this a task chain?
Ooh,
Would he get a
yeah,
benefit for
no, I get
me
yeah.
getting the programming going?
I will give you that. So I'm going to give you 8 versus 12 is I've got 4. So on a 4, that task chain is going to give you +2
okay.
Q.
So I will be rolling with a 4. That's a 10.
Okay. So what is it that you most want to know, Keel?
I most want to know what's the most damaging thing for our countess that would make everybody go,
There are repeated, there are copies here of not just that one conversation between her and the now dead Tarkin, some years ago, but it looks over a period of years. She has been tasked with this mission to find the Skystone. And Tarkin is pressing her increasingly about that. So I think you've got lots and lots and lots of evidence of her being in communication with Moff Tarkin.
okay. So
Yeah.
we're going to pull and package all of that stuff up. None of the working notes on what this thing on stuff beyond the stuff, but I want to get the worst possible thing in a kind of TMZ style presentation that we can download to some of Nivea's contacts potentially.
Okay. I'm going to give you another question. Is there anything else you want to know? Because it's about how much time you spend, what can you get out in the time you have available, and I suppose I need to know where you're going as well to get some idea of that.
Well, we got to
Um,
go to her where she's at.
Well, the last evidence information you have is that she embarked to Shesharile. So your only lead at the moment is that she went to Shesharile. Has she moved on from there? You don't know. That was a week or so ago, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So you were in Mistra, in the Mistra system. It's a relatively straightforward jump from there to Shesharile.
Okay.
10 hours.
Well, here's my question.
Mhm.
What's the worst thing that is definitively mentioned or has evidence of in the recordings? You don't have to give me a specifics, but that is what I want to find. I hate to use this phrase, but I would like the money shot for like when we get to the end of the thing, this is the moment that people go, "Oh my God," like we've got to, we have to take our laser pitchforks and torches and burn down her space castle.
Um, how does this sound? In one of the early communications between her and Tarkin, Tarkin is obviously on the bridge of a building Death Star, um, and um, and is impressing on her. This is the project that you are key to, Wexana, is very close to the Emperor's heart.
Fully operational, one might say. Sorry, I apologize.
Um, so it is imperative. Obviously, I, Wexana, am doing all I can to obtain the Emperor's patience, but you know that that is not an easy thing to maintain. So I do stress the need for you to act swiftly in this. And she says, "Well, I do have one segment of the Skystone, um, but finding the others is proving difficult." Yeah.
Yeah, that seems great.
Okay. Um,
Bilga, Oryx, Nivea, anything else?
Oryx.
Not from me.
Do we know what the Tarkin initiative was?
I mean, I've put something at the bottom of the Minus cluster where it says the Tarkin Initiative, an elite imperial think tank responsible for advanced weapons and technology R&D. One of the largest archives ever constructed, containing classified data. Blah blah blah.
Okay,
And what you have here is a highly classified data cassette. There were
but we
hundreds of
don't
them.
but we don't know exactly what they're trying to do with this.
Um, this entire data set relates to Subject X, which was
Right.
someone or something that they got a hint of when they first got into the base.
So we have blackmail material saying you've been working with Tarkin, but we don't have what they were working on to blackmail them with,
Um,
other than a
oh,
name.
you know that the Sky Stone was necessary.
Yeah.
You know the Sky Stone is related to the Force in some way.
Mhm.
Um,
And
you
the
know
Jedi thought it was dangerous.
that they thought it was too dangerous to be allowed out into the world,
Mhm.
and that's why it's in pieces. Now you've handed over one piece, or Keel handed over one piece, so she has two of the three pieces. You still have the third piece, um, and the sense I got previously was that on no account should that third piece fall into the hands of Lady Waexana Barrel. Yeah.
Correct.
So no, you don't know exactly what Subject X is. You know that it brings together genetic engineering, cloning, special projects, which seems to be force related, um, um, and there was also kind of work on flora and fauna, which might explain some of your encounters. Um, so yeah, a wide-ranging project. Now,
And
given all of that, is there a question that you have, Nivea, that I think I could reasonably answer?
okay, what kind of time frame do we have?
Oh gosh, the first communication between Tarkin and a young Wexana Barel is shortly after the Emperor came to power.
I mean, um, how long what kind of fuse do we have coming towards us? Is Yerkys still coming at us?
Oh
And
yes,
we only have,
yeah. Sorry, that yeah. I mean, I've updated the clocks.
Mhm.
So Yerkys, the clock on Yerkys is down to 1, but the debt repayment clock is now at 0. So at some point today, there will be something about debt repayment, Bilger, just so you know. Um,
Okay.
but this data doesn't directly relate to either of those things.
Yeah.
So
A
what I'm
thought.
after is there, given what you now know, is there a question that you want to ask me that data cassette might provide an answer to?
So let me toss out a couple of ideas about things to do. One is we could go straight for the lady.
Now, hang on.
Go.
I take a step back. I want to know what you want to know from the data
Hmm,
before I ask you, what do you do next? So I
okay.
want to get this question out the way. Anyone got a question that they would like answered?
I've talked a lot, so I'm keeping my mouth shut for a bit.
I don't.
Uh, Orc's not really an investigative guy, so I was leaving it to the people who figure stuff out.
Yeah, and I mean, this almost boils down to a mystery, Rich. So I just
Almost does, and I'm
tune
happy to
back in a
have
moment.
folks who
So
love mysteries to
let,
step
let
forward.
let's actually there there are 3 steps, right? One is we need to put the stone somewhere where when we go, she's not going to get it.
Okay.
And I'd like that to just be like maybe a wipe. We don't need to necessarily do an adventure or anything for that. 2, we go there, we tell her what we've got, that we found some really interesting stuff, that we found the secret base of Tarkin, and we found some stuff that we don't have thing, and like get a chance to let us get in there and maybe get the stones, play that by ear. And while we're in there, that's the point at which we signal to our bounty hunter who's chasing us that Waexana is about to betray him, and get the stuff without him being involved. I think we pit those two against each other. And we also try to time it such that the video, the evidence gets distributed. So regardless of whether we die or not, she is burnt.
Okay.
So
So
let me
so
let me talk about two things in addition. Number one, as far as getting the video out, we have contact with a holovid star who might
Exactly
be able
what
to
we
help us
wanted.
get it,
Yep.
which might help us be able to get it broadcast. Number two, it might be difficult to find her or meet her on her terms. We can chase her down to Shesharile and all of that.
She's gonna want to hear from me because she
Okay.
thinks I have the stone.
Well, I was going to say, do we have enough time to see if we can come up with some kind of copy of the stone that would fool her to come to us, to a place of our choosing?
But then she won't have the other stones. She's not going to carry him without around to go meet up with us.
Hasn't she
We,
carried them before, like in a briefcase?
I'd be serious. Like, if we're going to guarantee this, we need to go to her base.
Okay. And where is that?
We're going to find out when she calls us to come and get to her.
Ah,
okay. So what I think I'm hearing is that we're moving to planning what happens next, and that there is no question anyone is thirsting to ask about this data cassette.
Yeah, it's not a question I'm thirsty to ask. It was more thinking about, hey, debt's going to be coming due, right? Is there any other information that Bilga can glean off this data cassette that he's like, oh, I can sell this pretty easily to other
um,
people? Like
I
nothing,
mean, you know, almost anything.
Okay. So I think what Bilga wants to do while these three are like hashing out, like, well, these are the plans and we got to do these steps.
You're going to get
Bilga's
us
going to be
so
kind of
fucked. You are just
surreptitiously kind
absolutely
of
going to get us.
copying files, copying files over, like, oh yeah, Project X. That's I'm sure someone in the New Republic will want some of that. And this guy, they're mining these things, you know. So he's just building a little archive of what he's seen
as potentially valuable.
Exactly. I
Cash
mean, hey,
valuable rather than leverage valuable.
Exactly. He came into this adventure with like, you know, a payroll information, and he was able to parlay that into something. So he's like, hey, this is all stuff that could be useful later. So might as well make a copy. You never know what's going to happen.
Nivea, you say you have a question about the data in the cassette.
I also have a question about the data in the cassette. Everyone's focused in on Lady Waexana and what kind of bad stuff she's done. I want to do a keyword search of Jedi Force, Skystone, how exactly this ties into their plans, because the Jedi specifically wanted to block people from having this.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you go all the way back to the front of this, where there is a collection of information about the Skystone, the Umtal, as it's described. And the sense you get, or the interest that this research effort had, was the suggestion that it could embody a Force ghost.
But our friend on the planet decided not to do that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was held in secure storage in the Jedi Temple at Coruscant. When that fell, Yupo, sorry, the Jedi escaped with it, broke it to stop it falling into what he will have identified as you know, I guess the Empire's hands, Palpatine's hands. Okay. And that's all you have time for in terms of sifting through this. Bilger is doing kind of bulk copies of stuff, just in case. You still have the cassette in hand, but you also have a couple of different packages. One is the one Keel wanted for leverage. Has Lowell gone very still, or is it just me?
I think he's very contemplative.
He just
Sorry, my
messaged.
Connection is.
We're just checking because
you
look worryingly still.
I'm getting that little.
Oh yeah.
No,
the Zoom
I'm
thing
getting that unstable connection thing every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
could you also put it onto to a zip drive as well?
Yeah. You know, multiple copies. You know, it's not a problem. Not a problem. You have that package. You have Bilger's. You know, oh, that looks interesting. Store. That looks interesting. Store. That looks interesting. Store. I don't know what that means, but I'll keep it anyway. And you have the original data set as well. So you're on Mistra. I'm assuming you are heading to Shesharile, because that's the last location you have for her. Yeah?
Yes. I'm very excited about Shesharile. I know they're avoiding it like the plague, but me, into it.
But before we get to Shesharile, I think, Bilger, you get a personal message. When you borrowed the money for the ship upgrades, Bilger, did you go to a reputable or shadier loan shark? You know, was this an honest to goodness straight up bank, or was this slightly shady?
Bilger would never go to such a place that would be that way. The thing is, the shady places get you the money the fastest, and he needed that money fast. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you get a message from the loan shark that you took that 40-odd thousand credits from, saying that your debt has been bought out.
Oh, good.
And that you should hear from and you are expecting a debt repayment in the near future. You should and you were told that first payment would be 5,000 credits. But you should be hearing from diversions, repayments, and repossessions for details of how to make a payment.
I just don't understand. I thought I had more time to make my first payment before you sold it off. This feels like bad business on your guys' part. I mean, I can't believe you did something like this. I'm going to report you guys to the Republic.
This is a recorded message. I'm afraid that stay on the line if you wish to talk to a representative.
They sent me. I can't believe this. They're sending. Oh, this is ridiculous. You know, people used to make calls to this place. All right.
And shortly after that, you get another message, quite an abrupt message from diversions, repayments, and repossessions. Please bring your first 2 payments to diversions head office at this address on Shesharile 5.
Okay. So they want 10,000. All right. Is that? Can I quickly check that address? Is that an address I recognize, or is that does that match up with somebody I've seen?
You have been to Shesharile. It is in the entertainment district of Shesharile 5. Okay. Anybody want to do anything else before you arrive at Shesharile 5?
Does Bilga mention this to the crew?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, I'm curious about that as well, because both of those were personal communications.
I think Bilga.
Do we know that we might have our ride repossessed at the place where we are delivering our ride?
Yeah, you know what? Bilga does bring it to everybody's attention because, as far as he's concerned, you know, everybody borrowed this money for the ship, so it's really everyone should be knowing.
Wait, we had enough credits to pay for all that. What happened to the money?
Well, the thing about credits is, you know, the easy come, easy go, and you want to stay. You want to stay a little fluid. You want to stay a little liquid. As we're putting stuff
all
in.
The credits we made from those hauls.
It's just good economics to borrow money when you're sure that you can pay for it because it looks good on your credit later.
This is my home.
Orcs. And that's why I'm letting you know.
Our home.
I agree.
Who do we have to shoot to make sure we keep our cocking place?
And Orcs, that's why I told you. That's why I wanted you to know.
Because you want me to shoot someone?
If you have to. I'm not going to say it's the first thing you should do. Bilga's looking at Nivea as he says this. I don't think it's the first thing you should do, but you know, we'll see what it comes to. It's just they want the first payment. You know, the first 2 payments really. It's just a light 10,000 credits. We can make this work. It'll all go fine. I just want you all to know, you know, that our bill has come due. Right? I mean, the ship's better than it ever has been. But that costs some serious capital.
Do we have that kind of credits on us? Can we afford this?
I could afford the first payment, but not 2.
I can cover it.
Well, we don't have to pay for it now. This isn't a thing we need to address right the second. We can pay for the after we've got some more, you know, once we're a little bit more liquid. You know what I mean? Like, we got a pretty robust plan unfolding here on Shesharile 5. I think we'll be able to recoup some of these costs pretty easily. And you know, if they don't, here's the other thing: we don't have to be around long. You know, they can't. How are they going to repossess us if they can't find us?
Just say that stopping evil don't pay.
Well, stopping evil, we're going to be pretty close to evil's vault. Maybe there's something there that does. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Mostly more death troopers.
Yeah, that's true. Probably death troopers. We probably shouldn't spend our credits on this if we have to worry about death troopers. You guys, we need some more. We need some more charges.
Nivea. I'm going to say to Nivea. The most important part. Now, are we able to say, Alan, that we've got the stone somewhere else?
Yeah. You don't even have to tell me where it is.
Okay.
I
so
know where it is.
Number 2.
You have left it on a tiny asteroid in the Mistra system that would take. It's a one. Well, I mean, it's got 1 billion asteroids. It's a 1 in a billion chance someone's going to stumble across that.
Okay. I will say to Nivea then. I'll turn to Nivea. I will say the most important thing that we have to do right now is for you to make the arrangements for this information to get out to the right channels. Everything else is icing on the cake. But if we are serious about, and I look to the others, doing good, then that's step one. And then we can go in. Does that seem fair, Nivea?
Yes, I'll need Oryx's help because he's the contact that we have for the Holovid
Yeah.
Star. Your friend has your, what was it, teammate has the contact so that we can get in and get things broadcast.
Yeah. I'll make sure
It,
word gets to Cass.
it seems to me you have three possible routes for this. One is via Bic to Casti-Kolos,
Right.
who are both, allies. There's Glim Solder, the agent on a Darlon. Just saying. Um, but there's also the New Republic uh, intelligence officer on Travnin, Kay Salia. So all three of those, it seems to me, are possible routes to publication. Cassidy
Why
may
not all
be
three?
nervous because, of course, the last time she put her head above the parapet, someone tried to shoot it off.
Yeah.
And she's also not a Vidstar as Casti-Kolos. Remember, she was given a new name.
Yeah.
So
I think she's
Cassidy
our
might be
backup.
chancy.
Yeah, she's the backup. We'll get her a copy because we got several from Bilka. And we just say, hey, if I disappear and nothing comes out about this, I'll need you to do that. But she won't be the first. We'll go to
Kaisela, the New
Sure.
Republic admin?
Yeah. Is the person in our NPCs? Am I missing? Yeah, there we go. Kaisel.
Yeah, down. He's on the fourth row.
The
I think.
Bothan. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be our first.
Yeah. Okay. So there are routes. Now I'm assuming that's something you want to set up should anything go badly wrong.
Yeah.
Because Star Wars is what it is, then Big Kolos might be the person that if he doesn't hear from one of you in a week's time, he will send that information to that named New Republic representative. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
And I think we can do that as a montage of Oryx talking to Bic, and Bic, making sure he's got the details ready to go. And 1 week from now, unless you stop him, he will publish Heel's sizzle reel of around Wexana Burrell. But I don't think anything else. You don't want anything else getting out, do you? Or is it just the sizzle reel?
Just to see it's a real, because
Fine.
we've got to make
Fine.
some money.
No, Bic will do that for you. He owes you far more than that. So you've got your, the hand on the dead man's switch, so to speak. And I'm seeing you come out of hyperspace around Shesharile 5.
All right. So here's the deal. I'm going to talk to our partner. And while I'm talking to the partner, we're going to get that set up. And then Bilga, I would like you to call our bounty hunter friend who's chasing us and sell us out to him.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Sell us
Hey,
out that
yeah.
with the essentially, I want you to do the aiming him at her while we're in there.
Got it. Okay. I bet there's a finder's fee on us, so I'll make a report through somebody else. I can collect a little bit on this.
You do what you need to do, but we've got two parts to this, and one of us is us going in, and the other is party crashers. So Is everybody ready to put their necks on the line?
My cyber neck is extended fully.
Okay. Oryx, you
Mess
good?
him up.
Nivea?
Yeah.
Then I thumb the comms to call the Lady Waexana.
Um, Mr. Keel, do you have good news for me?
I have good news, but not necessarily the news you want.
Oh, I much prefer news I like, Mr. Keel.
Well, I've got more news that I can pass on to you. So we got we got pushed off from where we were pursuing this gem by another party. And I dropped the line. I name our enemy.
Yerkys and
Uh,
Lady
yeah. Uh, and kept us from even getting close to where one of the possibilities was. So we had to head off from there. But while I was investigating this, and I am loath to mention this over an open line.
Then, Mr. Keel, don't.
Well,
Perhaps
let
this
me
would be a
say,
conversation best undertaken in person.
all right, but I have to say something to you because you know, and I take a long pause and let me just get my notes here. Hang on one second. I'm looking for our list of rumors and connections. Where is that?
It's the. Are we looking for the
I'm looking
link?
for the name of the station. The
Oh,
the,
so Hive Base One.
I will say I'm going to say three words to you so you know how serious I am. Hive Base One.
Let's have you roll with skullduggery and savvy to see how that goes down, shall we?
I
Because
think
you are
that
both
seems
lying to her and also telling her the truth in a selective way, I sense.
okay.
Does that seem fair?
That seems fair. So I am rolling with a 4.
You are.
That is a 12.
Hive Base One. I'm not at all certain what that should mean to me. Um, she
I
is
say,
shaken by that.
and we've been there. And I have some stuff for you.
We really must meet, Mr. Keel.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Um,
And
I
I'm playing this like I'm freaked out.
yeah.
We don't know what we got into. Oh my God, we're so naive.
Um, I'm just wondering where I want to go with this. Um, I want you to roll with culture, studying the language, customs, and etiquette of other societies, or in my mind's eye, other sections of society.
Okay. So I'll take savvy with that if I may.
I think it's on the hoof. I'm prepared to go with that.
Okay. That is 12.
Ooh. Um, she has been ice cool pretty much in all your communications with her. Um, and she's always wearing that headpiece that kind of slightly shields her eyes. But when you mention Hive Base One, she kind of gives you the full glare. So her head comes up to the point where you can see her eyes, and there is concern in them. Um, there is she is clearly nervous about the fact that you have been there, let alone that you have brought anything out of there. Okay?
Okay.
Um,
Can we meet now,
I
please?
will, I will send you a meeting place and a time, Mr. Keel.
Excellent. I just want to get this out of our hands, and I want to get back to the job.
Um, I'm on Shesharile 5. Head there.
Okay, we were transiting through from blah blah blah. Well, we we're actually should be there shortly.
I will send you meeting details, Mr. Keel. Um, I think best you come alone.
Now, not with this level of stuff. I got to bring my team with me. We'll talk with you then. And I kind of cut her off.
Okay, okay. Um, and so facilities on Shesharile are not great. Their level technology is below galactic normal. It's a Class C spaceport, so it's routine. Um, and I think as you come, we know that Shesharile is. I mean, I'll read what we've got on the Minos cluster. Um, what the word says about Shesharile. It is poor, it is industrialized, and it has a very high population. Um, uh, they both 5 and 6 are moons of a large gas giant. Um, you need filters because for any length of time in the atmosphere because of the industrial pollution. Um, it is mostly temperate land. There are a few small frozen seas, so it's mostly temperate, but the water is at the poles. Um, what did it say? Urban decay and a garbage dump. It appears that from all across the cluster, people send their garbage to Shesharile to be processed, hence the industrial. And I think, in fact, Bilger has spent some time rummaging among those
A lot of
garbage heaps.
lot of treasure people put in the trash.
There are 9 billion people scattered across the two moons. Six is more is really people go there to work, but it's not like any kind of society there. It's literally a garbage processing planet. Whereas 5 has some urban centers, and that's where um, the diversions, repayments, and repossessions are based. Um, it is technically a democracy, but anyone who spent any time in the cluster knows that that democracy is corrupt. Behind all those major political players are syndicates of underworld controllers. Yeah. Um, Technically, all weapons and anything above protection 3 is illegal. Um, but in a funny way, nothing is illegal for those with the resources to oil the necessary wheels of administration. Um, what else? I think, yeah, in terms of exports, it processes that garbage into munitions or the power for munitions. And there is also a healthy illegal spice trade that runs through and out of Shesharile 5. Um, in terms of imports, chemicals necessary for the industrial processes and luxury items for the politicians and the people who control them. Yeah. Um, it is a swamp, a democratic swamp, to use a term over applied and often ill applied, but in this case, it is entirely accurate. So, customs here is abrasive, but flexible. Who's got any protocol to throw at these customs guys?
Well, I think I have protocol 0.
Well, what do you know? Savvy or control or even wisdom. I know it
All
doesn't matter
right.
to Bilger, but you know, I'm
It
prepared to
doesn't.
let that one slide.
I appreciate it. Well, here's the thing. Control does matter because control is a -2, so I can't be having 6 harm from last time. Um,
Oh,
my
yes. So
list.
we should just check out recovery. Actually, I'm not going to push the boat tonight into a long round of healing. So I'm
Okay.
content for both Keel and Bilger's control to go back where it should be,
And Oryx.
Okay.
and
Yeah, I think
Oryx's.
Oryx is
Yeah,
harmed as well.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'll go back up to 8, which is still 0, but that's okay. So I'm rolling protocol with 0. Um, hey, here's the thing. It's never stopped me
It's not
before.
-3. Hey,
It's not -3, and I can still roll boxcars. So like, what am I even afraid of?
this is really how much it's going to cost you.
It's gonna cost us a lot, guys. I rolled really bad. I rolled a 3.
Someone needs to ante up 1,000 if you want to take anything illegal off the ship.
It
Anything
turns out
illegal off
I
the ship.
do want to
Okay.
take illegal things off the ship.
I'm gonna pay 800 of it, and I just want to pretend that it was only 200. I don't want anybody to know that I did so bad. It's like, it's a small fee. It's just 200. It's actually, it's not bad at all. I covered, like 50 of
Okay,
it. So if you
I'm
guys just ante up 70, we're good.
okay. So I've reduced your credit to 0, Bilger, and is somebody else going to ante up the tiny 200 fee? Was that Oryx?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Um, and as a result, what's in your personal luggage is not examined. Yeah. So I think we see a kind of um, a kind of small container being wheeled through by Bilger, um, having just oiled the wheels of bureaucracy. Yeah,
A
um,
success.
a success. And so you are on Shesharile 5 with any of the equipment that's on your lists, um, including those little rebreathers, apart from Bilger's, whose cyber takes care of that. Because once you get outside, you need to be using those breathers. Most of the buildings are air conditioned and sealed, or at least the better buildings are. But if you're operating outside the system, then outside the buildings, you need those rebreathers. So, what's the plan? There is a
Keel, do
starport
we?
hotel.
Ooh.
Anything we need to do before we go to this meeting, you guys need to do it now. This is your last chance.
Well, it's interesting you should say that because on the other side of customs, um, a Rhodian approaches you and says, "Are you Bilganan?"
I look around. Not. Would you say the name was?
Uh, and he pops up a little hollow of your face.
Oh, Bill Goodnam. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, yeah. I didn't understand. Sorry, the rebreather you're wearing made your voice muffled.
And he clicks a button and a hat appears.
Oh no.
With
Okay.
a little translator
Hmm.
droid, little protocol droid beside it. And the hat makes noises and the protocol droid translates. And the protocol droid says, um, uh, I am the chief executive, or the droid says, I represent the chief executive of diversions, repayments, and repossessions. Please make your way to our head offices. Uh, a payment is required.
I can't wait to meet you in person. You'll look like a wonderful person to do business with. Uh, I'll be there promptly. Yeah,
And the
I have the
Rhodian
address.
gestures
Oh
to
no,
a
no, sorry,
to a
sorry.
car,
I can't
to an
go
air
right
car.
now. I can't drive right now. I'm so sorry. I must refuse. I am so sorry. We have business that we have to clear up. That's very time pressing. Do not worry. I won't be able to leave Shesharile 5 without knowing that I am in your good graces, chief executive.
And
So,
the Rhodian looks past you to the customs officer you've just bribed,
mhm.
and looks at him. And the customs officer says, "Excuse me, sir, can I just check that container?"
Okay. Oh, the corruption's out in the open, is it? All right, I see. Uh, I guess I'm gonna look to my allies and be like, what do we do?
I will turn to the Rhodian. I'm sorry. What is the fee? I turn
Um,
to him. How much is needed to be paid?
that would be 10,000 credits, I understand, sir.
Here are 10,000 credits.
Oh, I'm afraid that my principal, and he gestures at the hat hollow, requires payment in person from
Wow, you're
Mr.
just gonna
Narl.
turn down 10,000 credits. This is gonna be a very fast business opportunity for you and your
I
representative.
will say we have been called on business with Lady, and I give her name. Now, if
Um,
you wish to explain to her why we are not meeting with her, why don't you do that before you don't take my 10,000 credits?
I,
Here's a number to contact.
this
I
sounds like coercing others to me, doesn't it?
I love it. The whole time, Bilga's acting so he can't believe the affront of this. This is so improper. What you know?
To pay a
It,
bit, to pay a bribe, and then
to
have
pay a bribe and then have him come back on it, and then so it's like he's mad at that guy, and he's acting very over it.
so.
And then similarly, he's like, and we have the 10,000 here, and you're going to be this way. I just can't believe you people do business like this on this trash planet.
I think that coercion is going to require a role with command, and probably control. We haven't
Someone
used
else needs to do
command.
the talking here, buddies.
So Keel is talking a lot, and it's having very little effect. Does anyone want
Yeah.
to step into the breach?
Let me make sure it's me.
It is you, buddy.
Okay, I guess it is. Wow,
It's
0 and 0.
versus -5 for me.
Yeah. I'll shift over and step in between
Oh,
Keel.
-4.
saying?
I assume my control has been healed.
Oh yes,
We're healed.
yeah.
Okay.
I think that you are a much more imposing. Keel is not an imposing figure. Oryx is somewhat more imposing. So let's have you go for it, Oryx.
Yeah. Come on, 0. Here we go. That's a 6.
And the Rhodian pulls a gun.
Awesome.
You seem to misunderstand the difference between an invitation and an instruction.
I pull my blaster and shoot him.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
He seems
Okay.
to misunderstand. He could have got paid.
Okay.
I just can't believe these people are doing business like
We are
this.
definitely in trad game territory. The GM wants us to be captured, and we refuse.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I'm happy to go with it if everybody else is, but I just think this guy is.
Okay,
It seems like to Bilga we wanted to get somewhere, you know.
Okay, Bilga, your initiative is 7. That's
Yes,
not
it's
very
so fast.
high.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to roll 2 dice.
You know what? I'm sorry. Bilga wouldn't draw the blaster because he knows he's bad at it. He would draw his stun baton and get ready to club the guy.
Okay, I've just rolled 2d6 to find the initiative for the customs guys is 7. So
Okay.
I'll let you go first. Stun baton.
Okay. Yeah, it's a stun baton. Stun baton's great. It's not going to kill him. It's just going to knock him out and make it a problem for tomorrow.
Okay.
So Bilga, whips out the stun baton and just clobbers the Rhodian up the side of the head.
Okay, let's have you roll melee and strength.
Perfect. 3 plus. Okay, so +5. This is going to go just fine, guys. We were being accosted. Everyone agrees. I got a 12.
It does go very well. I'm not going to roll for the damage because I think the very surprise will put him down. However, the both customs draw guns and say, "Step away, sir."
He fell.
Heal.
It's terrible.
He had opened the door for us to jump in the car.
He had.
Okay, then I am going to leap into the back seat of the car and I'm going to press my blaster at the back of the head of the driver, and I will say, the situation has changed.
Sadly, the Rhodian was the driver.
Oh, in that case, then I am going
jump
to
into the front seat.
Jump in the front seat.
No.
I'm
going to jump into the front seat because I have initiative.
Yes.
You do have initiative. So let's start with Nivea. Front or back?
Oh, driver's seat. Yes.
Driver's. Remember, ground cars and the like are not piloting.
I have driving
Maybe
one.
Oh, you have driving.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So
Yes.
you rub in the front seat. Then I go to, I think it's Oryx next, isn't it, in terms of initiative?
Yeah.
Front or back or something else?
Bick.
Back,
Open the back.
okay. Then Keel into the back, and finally Bilger into the front. Yeah?
Sure.
And Nivea, let's have you scream away in the car, in the vehicle. So driving savvy, agility.
Okay. Driving agility. That's a 10.
Screech away, and there's kind of the sounds of blaster fire, pew, 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 from behind you.
Listen, they're all corrupt. It'll just be a different fine later. It's fine. I swear, it's fine.
So, Nivea, you are driving away from the starport, but I am curious where you're driving to.
As soon as I can get away, I head in a random direction. But I think once I
Just
can,
driving.
yeah, just get away.
Yeah.
But I think as soon as I can, our most important thing is probably get to Lady Waexana. I don't think it's as important, although it is very important to satiate the huts and pay them what you need. I think Lady Waexana is our first trip, right?
Yeah.
I think the whole drive, Vilga's just like talking to that to make it as he's like, we all understand, right? That he's just we wanted to pay them. We
No,
wanted to pay them. They just weren't giving us the time.
we need to cut somewhere. We need to drop this vehicle. Bilga needs to call in the shit to get our cross
bounty hunter,
purposes
yeah.
going on.
And
then
Keel,
we need
this
to
is
find
good. This is going to work good for us because they knew it was me. The bounty's going to go up. He's going to go even harder. We might even get some extra free agents on this.
I slowly turn and look at you.
You're gonna put a boot on our vehicle. Our ship's not gonna take off when we need to get out of here.
But we'll be able to pay those guys off. I told you, it's a fine. It's going to be fine.
I'm just wondering who has the highest wisdom.
Not me.
Nor I.
I think that
It was a
Keel and I are
dubstep.
tied.
Yes, you are tied. So I'll let both of you roll. Roll me 2d6, a flat 2d6.
5.
And
2.
Did anybody remember that container?
Oh,
Container.
no.
Because there was
Our
lots of
gear.
jumping into the vehicle,
Yeah.
but I don't remember anyone mentioning the container.
I can't believe, Alan, that you're gonna go trad DM on us for doing trad playstyle. This is bullshit. I refuse.
It's been a long time since I was described as a GM who was ruleful evil. So I'm just curious. I don't remember anyone thinking about that, do I?
No.
So I am content. Any long arm is in that container,
Okay, well, hold on.
which, as far as you know, is still in the arrivals lounge at the starport.
If I may, this clearly just means this isn't a finale. We're going to keep playing for a few more weeks as we dig ourselves out of this hole.
I think that on that note, that is our first commercial break. So shall we be back in our seats at 1:15, just so I can recalibrate where I'm going with this?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
Fair.
same.
Fair.
Nivea screams away from the starport, and then
I have a suggestion.
Oh, go on.
Let us go to the hut on our terms. Right now.
Oh, I love that. Now we're the ones in power. Keel, you're a genius.
Drive right there. We give them their money. And then when they try to grab us because they're working for somebody else, then we can shoot them.
Okay, or check this out, Keel. Oh, this is such a good idea, Keel. Okay, we can
Listen,
go back to him.
my gun is back at that starport, so you shut your mouth right now.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I think it's a good
No!
idea.
Agree quietly, Bilga. Nod. Just nod.
Now I am just curious because last time on the station, Keel lent Bilger that snub blaster pistol.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you took that back, Keel.
If I haven't, I reach over and snatch it out of his hands right now. Give me that.
Okay,
I
there
think
we go.
because we came just right from the last thing, Bilga still had it in his mind that he had it on him, so I think it's on him.
And that explains why when he did say, "I pull out the blaster and shoot him," we see
Yeah.
him go to that and then take out the stun baton. Nivea, you scream away from the starport, and there is the kind of woo 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 as two police cruisers.
Here's the address.
Are you going to try and lose them, Nivea? Are you going to pull over, or are you going to lead them to where Bilgo was being invited to go?
I think we're going to go exactly where the huts are, and let the huts deal with them.
Right. Well, then I think it's just a straight driving roll to get there before they start taking pot shots at you.
Okay. Like driving plus agility?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay, so you manage to get away from them. You lose them before you get to the hut. Tell me how you lose them, or how do they get lost?
I take a very risky pass. There's traffic coming by, and I weave between it, but they come up short because they're afraid of hitting other other vehicles.
And then you drive casual to the address that the Rhodian gave you or gave Bilga. Yeah. Diversions. It's in the entertainment district, and Diversions is clearly a club, as well as being the head office of Diversions, Repayments, and Repossessions. It's gaudy. It's flashing neon. There's a queue of people outside trying to get into the club, and you put the stolen vehicle down around the corner, Nivea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Bilga, the invitation was extended to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I think I see you leading the group around the corner to the large what are those peculiar whale-like aliens? They're enormous.
Hercule, or are you talking about the orca dudes?
The orca dudes, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
The anthropomorphic ones. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I think I played one in a game with Rich. They are called.
Anyway, there's one of those on the door in a tight-fitting tuxedo.
Right.
And is clearly holding the velvet rope to stop people getting in. And so you approach them, Bilga?
Yeah, I say, hello, fine and gentle Herdlick. Me and my people here have a meeting.
A meeting with who?
With the chief executive.
And he speaks into a microphone. There's this kind of low rumble into the microphone.
I look around for where there's a camera and wave.
It's one of those tattle tap bots like we saw on Jabba's Alice.
Yeah.
Hey, we're here to pay up.
And he ushers you across through across the barrier inside the club, and it's a wall of noise and flashing lights, and a young woman comes up to you and says, Uh, Mr. Bilganar,
That's me.
you are expected. Would you and your friends please follow me?
Of course, we'd love to. Thank you for asking so nicely.
And she leads you through the club um, to the far end of it, where now I have added Yistas Zahn to the NPC tab. He is sitting on a large hovering chair at the far end of the club, kind of overseeing it all. And when he sees you approaching, the protocol droid that you saw in the hollow turns towards you and says, Mr. Nam, my principal would like a private word. Please follow us.
Of course, that's what we're here for. Private
And
words.
and there's the wall behind kind of separates. And the chair kind of slides back, hovers back into it, followed by the droid, and then the four of you and the young lady.
Mhm.
And then the wall closes behind you, and you realize this is a very different kind of place. Out there is public and people, burning money and their consciousness. Whereas in here, this is a much quieter location. Lots of people about. It appears to be gambling is the principal function of this part of the establishment. Um, and so you can have a conversation. The seat moves across to a high pedestal just so it's above you, and the protocol droid goes up and addresses you and says, "The hut says something." The protocol droid translates. Um, uh, Mr. Mr. Zahn is unclear why you did not accept his invitation without resorting to violence, Mr. Nam.
Well, you see, me and my cohorts here were busy, important people, and we were happy to make the repayment. We were happy to make the repayment. It was just a matter of having to come see you. We got places we have to be here on Shesharile. Apologies for the misunderstanding. Also, you might not have heard it through the holovid, but the Rhodian said some unkind words about my parentage, and I just thought that was unnecessary.
He drew a gun on us, I say.
Well,
And,
right.
And unfortunately, our reaction was reflexive.
and I think at this point, the Rhodian steps out from behind the chair with a bandage on his head. And the protocol droid translates to him, and clearly, Mr. Zahn feels that things could have gone better. There is now, though, a degree of inconvenience. He understands that you were pursued from the spaceport by local law enforcement. Is that the case?
No clue.
I wouldn't know. I didn't see anybody following us.
You should know that Mr. Zahn is well connected to local law enforcement and would prefer not to have to explain things to them.
Of course,
Now,
of course.
Then he shouldn't have drawn gun on us in front of customs officials.
And we
But
had important
regardless,
business. We had important business with Lady Waexana, and we wanted to try to get this taken care of as quickly as possible, which is why we came directly to you.
precisely. You notice we did not flee. We did not go anywhere else. We came to you per your original missive.
Then I think, Keel, this is time for influence and a bit of swift mental maneuvering with savvy. Because I think you're the only person with influence.
Yes, I am.
And I think it says on the mechanics that influence is swaying or charming others.
All right. That is a 9.
My principal is grateful that you recognized the mistake you had made and came straight here.
Allow me to pay you the 10,000 per the request. May we also throw in an additional 1,000 as an inconvenience fee?
That would be very generous, but my principal has allocated a 5,000 credit inconvenience fee on top of the loan repayments. That would require 15,000.
If I may, great and powerful
I turn
chief
to
executive.
Bilga and I
I
say,
got this.
no,
Um,
now is the time for you to be shushing.
I got
no,
the data. I got the intel.
you
And
I
then
this all
I
go away.
say, shush your
while
mouth.
while that's going on, two guys appear at the back, and the droid says, and we appreciate that our employee did not behave appropriately. And the floor behind you opens to reveal a sunken, sand-covered area, a pit of some description. And the Rhodian is suddenly grabbed and thrown into the pit.
Now, you'll take card, right? I assume I say to the protocol droid.
And the Hut says, "No," and the droid says, my principal has a lesson to teach. Excuse us, please.
Oh, absolutely. We are in a rush, but we understand.
And a grill in one wall of the pit opens, and I have a picture somewhere of what comes out.
Better not be a buff Hut.
And it is a Nexu.
Oh,
It's quick and spined. I've added it to the NPC tab, and the Rhodian is thrown an electro staff, and the Nexu rushes him. Does anyone do anything, or do you just enjoy the show?
I'm checking exits.
yeah.
I want to
I'm
know how to
pulling
get
up
out of here.
15,000 credits on my thing. I'm pulling that out. I'm standing close by the protocol droid and just essentially saying, whenever you're finished, I have the transaction right here. I'd like a receipt, but we're all gentlemen here.
Oryx is scanning for exits. Recon tactics, something like that, maybe?
Yeah.
Recon?
Recon sounds great.
Recon. I think recon, and this is Gal on the Hoof, so I think it's probably savvy.
Yeah, that works. So I'm rolling with a 1. And all I'm looking for is pretty much clocking where they are,
Yeah.
being ready to go in case we have to exfil here quickly. That's a 10.
There is an exit at the other end. It's not just that large sliding door that you disappeared behind from the main club. It does look like there is a separate entrance to this gambling den. And what you notice is that many of the tables where the gambling was going on have now raised and have approached the pit, and people are now betting on what's going on here. Nivea, anything?
I think I'm edging back away from the edge, towards where the protocol droid and Hut are.
Fine. I mean, they are on the edge of the pit now. You know, the Hut wants a very good view of this. So his chair has come to the very edge of the pit so that he can examine what's going on below. Oryx is checking exits. Keel is desperately trying to hand over 15,000 credits. Bilga, what, if anything, are you doing?
Bilga is remaining quiet. He's making himself as small and unobtrusive as possible, and he wants everybody to forget that he's the reason they're here.
Okay. I just want to make it clear, this is the last opportunity of this series in which animal handling may play a part.
Hey, that's huge. I see what you're doing here. What a good guy. Okay. It does feel bad to see this guy get eaten by a Nexu because Bilga jumped in. But also, my animal handling 0. I don't trust it enough to try and stop a Nexu. So I think Bilga says, I wish there was something I could do. It's just my hands are tied on this one.
Bets are exchanged, and the betting appears to be on how long will the Rhodian last.
Oh, in that case, can I use my animal handling to have an idea of to make an informed bet?
If only you had some credits.
Ah!
Keel, come on.
But yeah, animal
just a little
handling.
bit.
Go for it. Go for it. It's not -3, and I think it is probably wisdom.
All right, it's a 0. Again, I'm going to get boxcars. This is going to be a safe bet. I think before I roll, I should get the seed money I need. Otherwise, it's unfair. Come on, Keel, just give me
I point to Oryx and Nivea to say,
Oryx.
get it
Does
from one of
anyone
them.
does anyone want to ante up for
I'll
Bilga?
ante up 1,000.
Oh wow. Okay. So Bilga,
You're going to get your
let's.
money back and then some. This is the smartest thing you've ever done, Nivea. Huge. 9. I got a
That
9.
is success. That is success. And you win. You win. You put 1,000 up. You end up with 2,000. So that's 1,000 for Nivea back and 1,000 in your pocket.
I give Nivea 1,500 and I just keep 500 because listen, you had to put something up,
So that's a net increase for Nivea of 500 and a net increase of 500 for you.
Perfect.
And then the entertainment is over. And the protocol droid says, my principal is now prepared for the cash transfer of 15,000 credits.
Here you are. If I could have a receipt towards towards the 10,000, I understand the other part is gratuity and not to be recorded. Let's take care of that.
Little thing comes out of the finger of the protocol droid. Transfer goes on. Receipt is received. 10,000 off the debt of 44,000. Sorry, 5,000. No, 10,000 off. That's right. Yeah, 10,000 off.
Yeah.
And 5,000 inconvenience money for.
Is there a possibility that maybe the 5,000 has helped maybe expedite us getting our cargo from the customs? I'm playing this as generously as I can. I'm just seeing if there's a possibility of that.
Yeah. I'm prepared for you to try to influence that.
Okay.
There will be, of course, be a small fee, but how small a fee?
It's going to be the smallest fee you've ever heard of.
My principal wants you to understand that here on the 2 moons, everything has a price.
We have learned that. We have learned that lesson significantly.
I kicked the Rhodian's dismembered hand back into the pit.
A 7.
So a failure, but not by much.
Right.
1,000 credits should expedite both your return to
and
the
then I
starport.
turn to Bilga.
Bilga doesn't even feel like he's being shamed. He's like, I got that. We're good.
Then we will pay them the money.
And he will arrange for a different Rhodian to drive you back to the starport.
And we'll say, we understand, and that the next time that the situation arises, now that we all are on the same page, we will endeavor to handle things more quickly.
And just before you go, sir, my principal is keen for you to know that there are short-term lets available in the rooms upstairs.
We have a business that we have to take care of right now, unfortunately, but thank you very much, and we may return.
A small fee would reserve a room or rooms for you.
What is that fee?
1,000 credits.
Here is
real quick, let's take care of this.
Here's another 1,000 credits. Why don't you just take that from us? Thank you very much.
And he transfers over access codes for.
But please remove 16,000 credits from my money, Alan.
Is that all? That takes it down to 4,085. I think. There we go. Just as well you mustered out with such a significant sum.
Just as well, my retirement money.
Listen,
so
we could do a couple big jobs. Once we get this all cleared up, it'll be easy, smooth sailing.
I'm gonna screen wipe to you taking the container of weapons into the accommodation upstairs, just so you've got somewhere to be based. Because there are a couple of things that need to happen now, aren't there? Bilger is supposed to set up Yerkys,
Mhm.
and you're waiting for a time and place for an appointment with the Lady Waexana. I
Right.
think that's true, isn't it?
Yeah, when she gives us the details, then Bilga can move on it.
When she gives you the details, it is a surprising location.
Is it here?
No.
Thank
No.
God.
It is an industrial warehouse for processing garbage.
It's going to be filled with crates, Oryx. Are you going to be able to handle that?
I can handle that.
Okay.
And the time is tonight.
Okay.
So, how is Bilger going to bait Yerkys here?
All right. Yeah, Bilga is going to. He's familiar with some of the other folks working under Yerkys. I think he knows who would be a person that would dime on him pretty fast. And I think Bilga wants to rather than try and make any money on this. His schemes have gone askew so far. He wants to let it slip, so it doesn't come from Bilga, but it comes from Bilga. That Bilga's going to be at this meeting, and Keel. They're going to be at this meeting at this industrial address. I don't know the exact address because I want him to work for it a little bit. And the idea is not to make it too like, oh, this is obviously a trap. It's just like, oh yeah, I heard Bilka and Keel are in town. They're meeting up with somebody. They're doing a big deal. They got a lot of credits moving tonight, and that's the attempt. That's how I want to approach it.
Okay,
So what do I need to roll, big dog?
I'm not going to make you roll anything now.
Okay.
I'm going to make you roll when it matters. If it matters.
Love it.
So
If it matters.
you've dropped the bait. The chum is in the water, and you have a time and a place for the Lady Waexana. Oryx, is there anything you want to do in advance?
I definitely want to be strapped and fully packed, but not to look super obvious. So if there's some kind of bulky coat or something I could
I mean,
procure
I'm
to...
looking at the picture. I think that bulky coat could well have
Okay.
a level of heavy jacket in it or beneath it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just wants to be ready for the big fight that's about to happen. That's really what he's
Okay.
after.
Any action you want to take? I see how you're geared up. Is there anything you want to do in advance?
We know where we're going, right?
Yep.
They've given us the place to go. I'd
Yep.
like to go recon.
Okay. So you want to go recon. Keel, what about you? Anything you want to do in advance?
I think that Keel is going to sit down and have a drink, steady his nerves, and that is it. He's gonna just close his eyes, meditate, and get ready for what is about to go down.
Okay. In the quiet gambling den rather than the party space, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah? Okay. Livia, what about you?
The ever optimist, I'm going to see about setting up an escape plan. So this is, what kind of vehicle can I get? What kind of, setup can I get so that if we have to leave the meet location quickly, can I have a vehicle waiting? Can I have, something like that? Yeah.
Okay. What I want to do is not make that roll now, But
Okay.
when it comes to exfiltration, I'll be asking for a tactics and wisdom, or tactics and control, to
Okay.
have the vehicle convenient. Yeah,
Mhm.
if it's needed.
Yep.
Bilger, anything for you?
Oh, anything for old Bilga? No, I think no. There's not enough time to try and wheel and deal and gets like, oh yeah, we'll have a job lined up. So Bilga, I think Bilga similarly feels like getting his nerves. Bilga is just like sitting over in the corner, just like, yeah, see, I'm chill. I can do, Bilga's trying to earn Keel's goodwill.
That may take more than just watching him drink.
I just don't understand how that's possible. I'm bringing a great guest.
Um, I'll come to recon in a moment, but Keel, Bilger is sat, there, far enough away for you to feel that you can have a quiet meditation. When someone else comes up to the table and draws out a seat, and says, "Excuse me, Mr. Keel."
Yes.
Um, my name is Foloxagari. A friend of mine recommended you and your crew for a trip.
Now, have we heard this name before?
No, uh, uh, my friend's name is Favo, or Fovo, depending on how you address him, which
Oh,
was
he
the
was,
name of the Wookiee passenger you
yeah.
had.
Oh, he was quite nice. Yeah, absolutely. We are finishing up some business here on planet.
Uh-huh.
If you'd like, when we are finished, I can contact you. There's a significant chance that we'll be dead. So I'll kind of give you a like a timetable that if you don't hear from us, just know that we've been murdered. But otherwise, yeah. Where did you want to head to?
Actually, I'm just bumming around the cluster, so I'd go wherever you took me.
Okay. Well, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Would be glad to that. Yeah. Give me your contact info and I'll give you a buzz when we leave.
There's a transfer of contact information, and Foloxagari, who I've put in the NPC tab, thanks you very much, shakes you by the hand, firmly by the hand, and disappears out into the world.
Found me in a hut gambling den.
Wow.
That's
Oryx,
not suspicious in any way, shape, or form.
Oryx, recon. Okay, so
Yeah.
screen wipe to you, moving between these garbage piles, these piles of old vehicles, rotting materials, all kinds of stuff, to this large industrial facility. What do you do? What do you want to know? You tell me.
Yeah, well, I've got the helmet on, so I'll be
Mhm.
scanning with infrared UV light. I'm trying to see, we're about to start a big fight. And of course, I'm looking for exit points, hard points, ways in, number, how many is there? Is there, is there a garage, maybe?
Okay. Okay. So let's have your recon. As I say, I think it's probably control or wisdom, because I think this is quite premeditated.
Sure. I'll go with the recon of one and go with control.
Okay.
Because wisdom's my dump stat. Oh, wow. That
This
snake
game
eyes
has
I
felt
rolled.
like wisdom is all of our dump stats.
Yes. Yeah. There was a feeling that was happening during play, but during life path. But
Mm,
um,
mm, mm.
nothing at all suspicious here, Oryx. You can land on the roof. You can land in front of it. We got destiny points though, as Bilger has reminded us.
Oh, that's right.
I just feel like Snake Eyes is pretty damn bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but
1 plus 1 still only
yeah,
makes
but
3.
going in ignorant versus saving somebody's life, I feel like I appreciate the reminder. I do think I'm going to sit on the destiny point, though. I'm no
Okay.
Bilga.
Okay.
I won't
But
spend it right away.
a helpful reminder. Thank you, Cody, on
Yes,
behalf of
do
Bilga.
appreciate it.
So we come to the appointed time. Night on Shesharile 5. An industrial landscape, the noise of 24-hour production, vehicles, large, enormous vehicles shifting, great chunks of rubbish from one place to another, the grinding of machines, rendering it down into small components so it can be smelted and separated, the smell of burning metal, the kind of glow of foundries and everything else. And Nivea puts the vehicle down where she thinks it will be best placed for exfiltration. You are 10 minutes early for the meet, Keel. Is there anything you want to use that 10 minutes for other than a slow approach to the building?
I'm just going to look for where the snipers are.
Brilliant. Let me see.
Already reconned? Keel? It's low security on the outside. Nothing to worry about.
So do you take Oryx's word for that, Keel, or do you want to run a recon of your own?
No.
Okay, so I think this is wisdom or control, the same option that I gave Oryx, with recon as the skill.
If I get snake eyes, I'm going to weep.
Now I'm kind of pulling for snake eyes, but
An 8.
An 8. There are several possible locations on the top of the building where if you were wanting to cover the exits or entries, you would locate yourself.
Yeah.
There is not currently anyone there.
Okay. Let's go. I say to Oryx, it looks clear to me.
Yeah.
Bilga, anything you want to do as you approach the building?
I feel like every time you turn and ask me a question, I can feel Lowell just being like, "Don't fuck it up. Don't do it."
Hey, at this point, you can do whatever you want, buddy.
Heel has established a state of grace with respect to his
Was it
speeches.
Elia acta est? Isn't that the die is cast?
Good stuff. No, I don't think I will look around to see if I see any sign of Yerkys or his goons to know if they're already here or if there's like clearly they've made their presence known in a way.
Okay, I mean, I think that is streetwise or recon, conceivably tactics.
I'll do streetwise. I got one on that.
And again, wisdom or control.
Perfect. 7.
No sign of them.
No, I'm sure they'll show up on time.
Nivea, what about you? Anything en route?
So I think I'm just going to. Do we see any sign of guards or security or anything like that?
I mean, Oryx says it's clean.
Yeah. So
Keel
I don't
can't
think
spot
so.
anyone in the sniper's nests.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go with their judgment, or do you want to run your eye over the building yourself?
No, they're much better at this than I am. I'm fine with that. And I think I'm just making sure that I'm prepared. Yeah.
It's clean, no snipers, no signs of Yerkys. It's safe as can be. Wait a second, Bilga. So you get to these enormous kind of roll-up doors, able to take these, the kind of enormous trucks you see working in quarries. The biggest Tonka toy in the world, and inside you can see the glow of a foundry. You can hear the grind of machinery and various kind of conveyor belts. Um, and in you go. Um, and standing there in the light of the foundry is the Lady Waexana Burrell with two people who you take to be the aides that you've seen with her before, Keel. What do you do, Keel? Or will you allow her to say, Mr. Keel, slightly early. I do appreciate that in an employee.
Well, let her say that. I would say the situation is just wild. And I will say, so
What has made you nervous about what you discovered?
I will go and I will now tell a shaggy dog story about how we happened on this information, because originally this was a happenstance that we had found some info on this, and then followed up on it, and about the the location, the defenses, there were things that suggested maybe the stone was there, or information might be found there. Unfortunately, not. There were these weird biological creatures, and I go on to draw this out. I want to get her into feeling my fear and upset. None of it directed at her. All of it directed at this weird situation. And the vibe I want to sell to her is, I am so glad I'm able to bring this to you, because maybe you'll understand what's going on. And I'm trying to draw this out so that the others can see if they can. I've described to them before what the case looks like and all of that jazz, and I'm letting them do that work.
I think that sounds like skullduggery to me.
It's what I'm leaning towards, buddy.
And savvy would seem to be that kind of cunning plan approach. So let's have you roll with a modifier of what?
4. That is a 12.
That is a 12. She is, her attention is entirely on you. She is appreciating the difficulty, and she nods and says, I appreciate this. Must have been very difficult for you, Mr. Keel. But as I understand it, it did not lead you to finding the Skystone, but her attention is entirely on you, allowing the others to do something if they wanted
and
to.
If here is my tactic, it's going to be, I'm going to tell you in advance, when they mess something up. Am I looking at Bilka right now? I don't know. When they mess something up, the word I'm going to say is Tarkin. Like, that's going to be the next word out of my mouth if I kind of get the sense that maybe something is up.
The success of the way you have gathered the attention here means that there is a task chain in place with +2 on the next action by anyone else. So
I think Bilka should go next. He needs the +2 more than anybody.
Yeah. So there are two people available to sweep up.
Hey, here's the thing. My rolls are fantastic. I roll incredibly. It's my ideas that are bad. Okay, so
what a great clarification.
So
I think it's necessary.
Though Nivea would go first in terms of initiative and Oryx would go second, are you delaying to allow Bilga to take any action? Bilga, what do you do, if anything? Go +2.
Bilga knows that Keel wants us to be looking for the case, so that's what he would be doing. He's looking for the case. Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds like I'd give you investigation just as a stretch.
I love a stretch. All right.
I think it is acting in the moment, so I think it's savvy.
Okay. So yeah, investigation's 1, the +2 for the task chain.
Yep.
Now here's where I hit boxcars. I get a 15, and you all remember this, okay? You all remember what I've done for you to this day. The 7.
That's a 7. Please, a 7. It's not obvious where this case in which Keel has described to you is. Nivea, you could go next, or you could delay until Oryx goes.
So again, nobody has eyes on the case. And the other two people that are with Lady Waexana, who are they?
They're aides that have previously been present when Keel has met with her.
They're gunners. Yeah.
So
There are bodyguards,
yeah,
personal assistants.
I think I want to check them out, see if there's anything other than Lady Waexana that they're protecting or something along those lines.
Okay.
Um,
I would give you tactics to establish a best position versus them.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So tactics one, and I think it probably is savvy or
yeah,
wisdom.
perfect. Okay, so let me roll that.
But you got +2 from the task chain.
Oh, okay. So I got a 7, but I didn't add in the +2, so then I got a 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So they are both armed. They both appear to be wearing blasters inside a jacket, suggesting they are right-handed. So if you drift to the left, you would get a +1 for the drop on them.
Yeah,
Yeah?
that sounds good. Mhm.
Okay. Oryx, what about you?
This is all pretty obvious, right? Girl, two thugs, room. It's got to be something else, right? Camera, someone in a little hidden position. So I'm looking outside of what's right here. Where's the feint? Where's the other threat?
Fair enough.
That ain't obvious.
I think that is recon, unless you want to throw something else at me.
Nah, recon seems right.
Okay. And I think probably this seems very considered. So I think it's wisdom or control.
Guess what? It's
Control.
It's a 6 because
Um,
fuck my life.
You look away, you look around, you're not trying not to make it obvious. You're retuning the helmet. And somebody's destiny
Nope.
question mark.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
no, holding it,
When
holding it,
blasters
holding
come
it.
out, the destiny point is on the table. And tell them this is all just me being aware of threats and loading up the doom/danger/we're carked pool.
And that 6 means that with everyone being busy either telling a story or exploiting the interest of the people in front of you in that story, you are unaware, any of you, that someone is behind you. And we hear the voice of Yerkys and Lady say, well, isn't this an interesting meeting? And that is where we will take our next commercial break.
Oh, great stuff.
Shall we say until 3 minutes past the hour, 5-minute break? Fine.
Sounds good.
Love it.
So we've been waiting for the other shoe to drop for some time. The other shoe in the form of Yerkys and Lady, your nemesis, has appeared in the scene with a whole bunch of his goons, bounty hunters. I've just rolled their initiative.
Okay.
It is 3. So let me begin with just doing hers. Okay. Her initiative is 12. Her goons are 11. The bounty hunters, as I say, are last. Whenever anything happens, they go last. Yerkys and the bounty hunters go last. And I'm treating them as a mob. So they have more hit points than any one foe. But because they're all going to want a piece of you, there's going to be blaster bolts flying left, right, and center, conceivably. But of course, you're hoping it doesn't go that way, aren't you, Keel?
No, I'm actually hoping it goes that way.
Okay, so let me start with.
Because I kind of know what I want to try and do here, and I'm hoping the others will pick up from my play here.
Okay, so Nivea, do you take an action or do you wait?
I think I'm going to take an action.
What do you want to do?
And I'm going to turn around and attack Yerkys.
Okay.
Let's see. Would I have had my double-handed staff
You
coming
can
in?
have anything you want.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that.
I mean, it's bound to be collapsible, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
we don't want to reach the finale and find that it's not you with a small baton that goes click and bang. So let's do that.
So I'm going to swing around and try and get the drop on Yerkys. Specifically, I just want to put him flat on his back.
Yeah. Now, as I've explained, I'm treating him and his bounty hunters as a mob. So
Okay.
in order to get to him, you will need to go through the mob. So let's start by you having a go at his mob. You can act
Okay.
first. Melee, and I will give you a choice, strength or agility. I can't imagine which one you're going to take.
Yeah, I swing around, so I'm agility. That's a 12.
That is 12. That is a hit by 4. What damage do you do?
3D.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will roll.
Plus 4 for the effect.
So that's a 2 and a 3, so that's 9 so far. And then I'll take the first die. That is 11.
Plus 4, or was that already in?
No, I already added the 4 in.
Okay, so 11. 7 is absorbed by the mob's armor, leaving 4 to go through, reducing them to that number. Oryx is next. Or is Rich, have you had to step out? Oh, no.
I'm back.
Oryx, do you act or do you pause?
Do I know Keel's up next?
Let me just...
Because I know
your
Bilka's usually
agility
slow.
is higher, so I would let you act now if you wanted to.
Sure, but can I hold till Keel?
No, hang on. Yeah, you can hold. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll hold till Keel goes.
Keel, I come to you.
Arm up, stepping back, moving closer to Lady Waexana, screaming out, "Oh no! Lady Waexana, look out, look out!" And I'm falling back into the midst of them. Is what I want to do.
I mean, I have to say, this sounds like I'm just looking at skullduggery, which is lying to, concealing, and misdirecting others.
Yes, yes.
So skullduggery, I think this is presence, though, not agility.
That seems fair. Okay. That's a 10.
That's success. So you have, what was your intention here?
My intention is to act like she knows that I'm helping and defending them and fall back into their midst. You know,
Okay.
Gun out, poo, 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 poo.
Okay. So you successfully convince her at this point, or your actions suggest that you are seeking to protect her and put yourself
and making
side.
sure she knows they are the enemy. Yeah.
Fine.
Oryx, protect Lady Waexana.
Yeah. So Oryx pulling out and turning.
He must have the third part of the Sty Stone.
Does the scattergun use it's ranged combat? Yeah,
it is.
So scattergun it is. Going to scattergun the mob. Kind of indiscriminately, just center mass of mob.
Yeah, fine.
I would like to take. Can I take 2 actions to fire twice? Is that a thing I can do?
I can't remember. Personal combat. 1 minor action, 1 significant action. Minor actions are aim, stand, crouch, lie prone, draw, reload a weapon, or move.
Okay.
So you could aim.
Yeah, I'll take aim.
Yeah. And aiming gives you +1 per round spent aiming. So you can have a +1 on this.
Okay, I will take that. And this is agility?
Yeah.
Okay, so agility.
Yes, it is agility. You're quite right.
Agility plus range combat plus +1 for the aiming is a mod of 5. Here we go. An 11.
Bang. So that is +3 on your damage. What's your normal damage?
5D on scatter gun.
Okay, so you're going to roll 5d and you're going to add 3 to the outcome.
Okay, here we go. I'll just change that mod to 3, and here comes the first roll. Okay, error, loading data. Stop that. 8, 8, and then the die 1. 5, 13, plus 3, 16.
16, 7 absorbed by the armor. That means 9 get through. You know, that you're blowing one of them away here. So that is down to that. Okay. Bilga. Oh, sorry, it's Lady Waexana next.
Nice.
Lady Waexana backs away further into the complex, followed by her goons, and then it's Bilga.
Bilga is going to don't have a ranged weapon. Bilga's going to try and follow Keel's lead here and like go, oh man, yeah.
Hold on. You don't have a ranged weapon? Like I would have offered you.
I don't, but the thing is, even when I have the ranged weapon, I'm so terrible at it, Rich. It's like I roll so poorly. It's just
like if the not shooting was because you didn't have one.
No, I would always shoot if I had one, but it would never be useful. So yeah, Bilga's gonna kind of slip behind, kind of slip. You know, oh yeah, we got to watch out for these guys, and I'll pull out my stun baton, but start backing up to try and. I kind of want to be able to clobber one of the guys. Lady Waexana's guys if I need to, but yeah, I'm gonna back up, kind of trying to get with the crowd with Keel.
Okay, so we've got Lady Waexana backing off into the darkness, her 2 goons going with her. Keel has set this in motion. Bilga's backing him up. Nivea and Oryx are facing the Yerkys gang, and we're seeing pew pew pew, lots of blasters. Nivea. When they attack, do you dive for cover, or do you just dodge?
So I think I dodge. My staff has parry 1.
Oh, right, okay. I think parry is something you do in a melee.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are going to shoot you, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I dodge.
Dodge. So dodge gives you your athletics or agility DM is a -to hit.
Nice.
Athletics or acrobatics or
no, agility or athletics.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one are you going to take?
3.
I'm going to take agility.
Okay. I'm going to put +2 as a modifier. So I am rolling 10 minus whatever you just said.
They have +5?
They have what? Sorry?
Okay, I'm asking because you said I put +2 as a modifier, but with the dodge that Nivia's doing, that's -3. So did they start with a +5?
No, sorry, I put 2 in to get 10, and I'm now going to take off whatever Nivea said.
Oh.
Right.
Okay,
gotcha.
Just so I don't have to do the sum until the end.
Yeah, so my dodge is going to be an 11.
No, you don't roll it. You just tell me what the modifier is.
Oh, the modifier for my dodge for agility is a 3.
Which takes it down to 7, which is, lots of firing but no hitting. Clearly they are former stormtroopers. Oryx, they'll also get an attack on you. They'll also take an attack on you.
Okay.
Do you dodge? Do you dive for cover? What?
If you dodge, you give up your action for the round, right?
No. It's if you dive for cover that you get a benefit this time, but you are treated as in cover next time, which is better than a dodge. Well, it depends what your dodge is.
My agility dodge would be a 1.
Okay, so that's -1. Your best solution is dive for cover, lose next action, but -1 to attack. Subsequent attack treated as -2 because of cover.
Nah.
Nah.
Not gonna do that.
What do you do?
I'm putting these guys down.
So just dodge.
I guess dodge, yeah.
Okay.
-1 to it.
-1. So I will roll the dice.
My dodge is like Sidewinder going at them.
10 minus 1 is 9. They will hit
Okay.
with their blaster pistols, doing 4. What's a blaster pistol do? 3D plus 1.
All right.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. How
Okay,
much
yeah.
absorbed by your armor?
Yeah, 4 eats the. So I take 5 to con.
To con, you do.
Okay. Damn.
Heal. Sorry, no, Nivea. You reserve or act?
So at this point, I think I'm going to reserve because I. So how bad are Yerkys's crew now? We've done some pretty bad. Done some damage. One's
Yeah,
down.
okay. They started with 25 hit points, they're now 70.
Oh, so they're still pretty active.
Yeah, because there's a group of them.
I think I'm still going to hold. I want to see how things go down with Keel and Bilga in the midst of Lady Waexana, and then then I'll
so
see if I can't take the rest of them out.
Duck and weave, but you'll still be able to get in even if you wait for Keel and Waexana. Oryx, I'm going to come to you after Keel because you did that last time. So Keel, what if anything do you do, or do you delay until Bilga acts?
No, I want to set the tone for the thing as I
Okay.
swing the sniper rifle off my back, and I put a shot in the head of one of her 2 assistants.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
I will give the benefit of you appearing to be on side. I think is going to give you a +1 this time round. It would have been +2, but that sniper rifle's quite a big piece of kit
It
to be
is.
swinging round. So you can have +1 for that, and roll your dice.
That is a 16.
So it's +8 on the damage. Would you like to roll the damage for that nasty weapon?
The 6 dice? Yes. So 8. So it's going to be so 15 plus 5 plus 6. So 15 plus 5 is 26 points of damage.
You do indeed blow the back of his head out. You just he's gone. He collapses in a heap.
And I say very loudly, so she hears it, I say, Moff Tarkin.
Went the crowd. I'm going to give you. I'll let you roll command to intimidate her as part of.
No, I just want her rattled. I don't want any effect, but I want her to know that we know what she did. And that is why all of this is going down.
Okay, well, I will have her act on. Nivea, you held, didn't you?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah. So let me go to Nivea first.
got Nivea and Oryx both
Keel
held.
has screamed, Moff Tarkin.
So I think I'm going to disengage from Yerkys's crew
Okay.
and make my way where Keel is.
Okay. So I think to make that a clean disengage, I want this action to become an acrobatics or athletics.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that'll be your action, and you'll be in a different place.
I just want to point out,
Exactly.
I'm going to get chewed up very quickly. And Bilga has a stun baton, and I will be going against this entire gang by myself if Nivea does.
So you're not going to leave? I thought with the Tarkin initiative.
Gang.
Okay.
Wait, aren't we?
Okay.
Wait, am I?
Yeah, we got to deal with both of them.
Yeah,
okay.
They're not
So
going to stop.
In that case, let me stay. I'm going to engage with the gang, and I will swing around with the electro staff that I have and see if I can't take more of them out.
I mean, I would be prepared for you to do some neat acrobatics using it as a pole vault to put yourself in a position, but that would be your action this time as a task chain for your next attack.
I think I'm just going to try and wade into them and protect Oryx as much as possible.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so let's do.
I know that we're supposed to point the two at each other, but it looks like now they're not going to point at each other. Keel's just killed one of the guards. Like them going at each other seems to be off the. That's what I was saying. It was like it feels like
Yeah.
There is a theory I have that if she has other people here, they're probably hearing all this blaster fire and they're not going to know that I did this. So maybe
it's
maybe
fair.
we're all
That's
going to
fair.
be good.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not upset about anything. I the player wanted to point out just so it's clear. It looks like Yerkys is coming at us hard. No one's got Oryx's back. That's all. I just wanted to be clear because the next shot's going to be
Nivea
eating
has
up
your
all
back.
my control.
So Nivea, let's have you do a thing.
Okay. So let me roll. That's a 10.
10, so +2 on damage.
Yeah.
3 dice
And then
for.
I do 3 dice plus 1.
Yeah.
So let's see, that is 4. And then the first die is 6. So that's a 10 plus 2 is a 12 plus 1 is a 13.
13. 7 absorbed by the armor. That leaves 6 go through. The crew is down to 11 hit points. Oryx. Oh, Lady Waexana comes next. Keel, I need you to roll with control. 2 dice -1.
Sure.
To see if you succeed.
9.
9. You succeed. You succeed. But you have this it doesn't affect you, but you have this distinct feeling that you should feel nervous. The adrenaline is in there, but it's like something clamps down on the adrenaline that you're running on. Okay?
Interesting. Apparently the stone can do some shit even in 2 pieces. Interesting.
And then the other goon draws a weapon and fires at you, Keel. So actually you have initiative.
Well, or the other, I already went.
Oh, so you did.
We're doing the held actions for Bilga and Oryx.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oryx, what do you do?
I've closed in and now scattergun action again.
Do that thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that thing.
And I imagine that you and I are back to back. So whenever
that's
you
hot.
shoot,
I love that.
I'm out of the way.
Yeah, totally.
Just in case it turns out to be,
It's a
snake
10.
eyes or something. 10, so that's +2 on your damage. Do whatever you need to do for dice.
7. 5 more, so that's
12.
12, and then die 1. 5, 17, +2 more, 19 total.
19. That's 7 off, 12 to go. The mob scatters into cover and are now firing kind of randomly. Yeah, so there's still a firefight going on, but they have scattered away. Clearly their urge to engage is low. Which means that Yerkys is now out there without his crew.
Yeah, I'm
Bilga,
coming after him.
You've fallen back with Keel. You saw him turn. There's that slow motion, poof. What do you do?
I'm going to stun baton the
other
thug.
goon.
Yeah,
Hey,
the other goon.
do that. Melee
right,
plus strength.
We got 5. Here we go. It's going to be a 10.
+2 damage. What's your damage?
My damage is a 1d plus 1, so it'll be +3. And it has the stun and discreet trait. I don't know if stun does anything in this instance.
It does.
All right. So I'll just take the first die on this roll here.
Go on.
It's going to be a total of 5.
5. It doesn't get through the armor. If it can get through the armor, it will stun.
I see. Okay.
Unconscious. Yeah.
Yep. So I bat him with the stun baton. He's drawn on Keel, but now he's got me up in his grill. Hopefully it takes.
Yeah. So I think he has to engage in melee with you. Yeah. And really all he has is the blaster pistol in his hand. So let me roll the dice with a +1 instead of that +2. That is 10. Are you dodging or are you parrying? I should ask you.
I don't have parrying. I don't
No,
think. Is that
parry is equivalent to your hang on, is your melee skill.
okay? Then yes, I'll attempt to parry. That'll be a
Okay, so
three.
what's your melee skill?
3.
3. So that 10 goes to 7. So he
Okay.
flails at you with the blaster pistol because you're up close in his face. And Lady Waexana is drifting off into the background. New round. Nivea. Yerkys is out there somewhere.
So I think I'm going to take a really good. So I'm going to take a round. Basically, there's a lot of people firing and
Yeah,
shooting and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no,
And
lots of
if I can find where Yerkes is, that's who I'm going to go after. Otherwise, I'm just going to hit one of the random goons. Um,
I'd go, I think
ah. Can I take an
tactics.
aim action?
Well, you need to find him before you can aim at him.
Okay.
So tactics or recon to see if you can narrow down where Yerkes is. And
So
this,
probably tactics and savvy.
yeah, in the moment,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So that is only a 4. So I'm going to
Yeah,
have to go
nothing
after
this
a
time.
random person.
So I'm assuming, Oryx, that if you're staying, if you're after Yerkes, I'm assuming you're not going to use Nivea's advice that he's not over there. What do you want to do, Oryx?
Why would I not use advice? Okay, so I'm in it. We just gotten them to scatter,
Yeah.
and
So
Oryx
they are
did.
now simply special effects.
Yeah, that sounds great.
But
So
Yerkes is out there in this factory warehouse somewhere. If you want to look for him.
there's a part of me that's not super worried about that because he's not actively coming after us. Maybe Waexana will have our back. So I think I'm going to quickly withdraw and try to get back to Bilga and Keel and Neve, back.
Yeah, so cover to cover, trying to get back. Um, uh, I'll worry about that in a moment. I know what you're doing. Nivea has failed to spot Yerkes. Oryx isn't trying. So let me come to the Lady Waexana. Keel. She needs to take an action this time, and I
Okay.
just need to remember
I
what it is.
I got my 9 on my resist roll before.
You did. Hang on a second. That cast that. Okay, here we go then. So I am going to roll 11. Sorry, I'm going to roll 2 dice plus 1. I think I'm rolling 2 dice plus 1. Looking for an 8. Oh, that is a 12. Okay. Instant significant action. Treat this as an attack that inflicts 1d damage, ignoring protection. Okay, you are going to take first dice. 5 points of damage to your con keel, overflowing into strength or agility, your choice, as you feel your larynx constricting.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, I'm doing full force choky ah.
Bilga, you know, you're engaged with this guy, but you can see, you know, what are you going to do?
So this guy, he can't hit me. I'm not worried about him. He's got a pistol. I think seeing Keel get choked, I'm going to run and try and tackle the Lady Oksana.
Okay. I think that's probably athletics to throw yourself into the fray. What's your athletics like?
I do not have athletics.
Okay, then let's just go for it because you can move. No, you can run. You can run. That's a minor action. You run at Lady Waexana. What is your intention here?
My intention is to break her concentration. I mean, I'm just trying to tackle into her and take her to the ground.
Okay, fine. That sounds like melee. Yeah.
All right. Yep. Into it.
Do that thing.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 plus 5, 2 for strength, so 5. I'll get an 11.
That is success. Keel goes as he as the force, what's it called? Force grip that she unleashed on him is her distraction. You take it to the ground. You do whatever your unarmed combat is, which I think is 1 dice. 1 dice plus
One
strength.
die for strength. Okay. That's going to be 7.
7 plus the bonus. That is 7, 8, 9, 10 minus her armor, which isn't much, means that you inflict 6 on her control.
Perfect. Yeah. So Bilga runs forward, kind of barrels into her, kind of tries to get her hands, and then headbutts her when she's stronger than he expects.
Round we go again. Nivea, what are you going to do? You were. Oryx said, "Come on, let's get the hell out of Dodge and run the other way."
Yeah, so I'm going to disengage and head back where the keel is. And I think you said that would be like an acrobatics kind of thing to get
I
away.
think athletics. Well, no, because you've dispersed the now you don't have to disengage cleanly now because they're scattered. So you just run to keel.
Yeah.
And what do you do when you arrive at keel?
So what I see is that Bilga and the Lady Waexana are on the ground, kind of wrestling around.
Yeah.
Heel is, taking a deep breath, and she has a guard left.
She does, and his gun is swinging towards keel.
I want to disarm him, so I'm going to try and, with my pole, hit his arm so that he can't shoot anybody.
This sounds like melee?
Yes.
Strength with melee.
Okay.
Ooh,
that is
look
12.
at that. So that is plus 40 of damage. What damage does your stun baton, your stun staff do, your electro staff do?
It does 3D.
Okay.
So the first 2 dice are boxcars.
Oh,
That's
12.
And then the first die is another 6, so that's 18,
plus
22
4,
total.
22? 22? Are you seriously telling me you got 22? He goes down like a a sack of potatoes. He is stunned.
The way that looks is I go to hit his arm where the blaster is, and it bounces back up and hits him in the face, and he goes down.
I'm going to leave Keel until after Oryx on this occasion because I think Keel is still drawing breath, and his sniper rifle needs to recharge anyway. So Oryx, what do? You were running back or heading back towards Keel. Nivea took your advice and ran straight back there, and has just put down the remaining goon. Waexana is on the ground with Bilga. What do you do, Oryx?
It's on the ground. No other threats. Like I'm covering, right? I'm looking. Are there other threats coming our way? If so, I deal with that. Otherwise, trust that Bilga has Waexana taken care of? Question mark.
No other threats. So
it's over.
Do you want to offer Keel some respite, a medical kit or anything?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at that -3 and a -2.
That's true. He's looking rough. Okay. Cool. I will deal with helping out Keel.
Fine.
Yeah.
So +2 to first aid. Do you have medicine? I think you may have, mightn't you? You do. So use the med pack. You roll +2.
Okay. And I'm rolling with what attribute?
You're rolling with, that's a good question, savvy.
Oh, good. Okay. Then it's a +2. There's 8.
That's an 8. So, Keel, you get 1 back. You can put it somewhere.
Just one? Wow. Dang.
Yeah, sorry, its effect with a minimum of one recover. Um, you can continue to treat him, but now it will require something like a med bay or similar to
Okay.
recover
Fair
that. Lady Waexana goes next. Oh, Keel. No, go on, Keel. I'll let you go next if you want to, because you've just been treated. Do you want to do anything, or do you want to delay?
No, I dropped the rifle and say, I say, the Jedi deal in mercy. I am not a Jedi, you Sith bitch. And I draw my blaster and I put a slug in her head.
Okay, let's have you roll. I mean, what I'm hoping is that it doesn't fail and hit Bilger, obviously.
Obviously,
But given your
And
ranged
just
combat, you can take this action, a minor action to aim.
18 without aiming. Because I don't think I have a chance to aim because I have to draw the pistol. So that's my minor
Okay. Oh,
action.
fair enough. So that is 10 more than you needed. Okay. So that doesn't hit Bilger. Um, but how do you put down the Lady Waexana? What do we see? Do we see literally,
It's Star Wars, so I don't think we see anything. I
of
think we
course we
hear the
don't.
blaster fire and maybe Bilga going,
Yeah, maybe a scatter of blood. We're in the post-Andor world here, so there's a, scatter of blood on Bilger. And she's dead.
and I look around. I say to everybody, I'm sorry.
was that the plan? I kind of got lost there for a minute.
The plan
Is
is,
Yerkys dead?
I say, she choked me. She like she had the powers.
Just keep an eye out for Yerkys. Not out of here yet.
I guess we get out of here, right? We got to go.
We got to
We've got
find that piece.
to find those pieces if they're here.
There, you hadn't spotted it. One of the reasons that the first goon, you didn't, he was such a sitting target, he didn't even draw a gun, Keel, was because he had a shoulder bag, which is lying on the ground.
I'll, I, I prove myself slightly untrustworthy, so I will gesture to the others to where the bag is at.
I'll
While
pick it up.
I'm kind of like now
Nivea?
getting my rifle back up.
Inside is that little casket that we've described before, Keel, when she's met with you. And Nivea, do you open the casket?
Yes.
And there are the two segments of the sky zone with the gap into which the piece that you left out there on an asteroid.
Wow.
What do you do, Nivea?
I close it. I get behind Oryx and Keel and say, "We've got it. Let's get out."
A shadowy figure, highlighted by the red glow of the smelter, emerges and says, excuse me, Mr. Keel?
Turn and look.
I've got my scatter gun up. Like,
And
this is a
and
person.
out of the darkness comes Folox Egari. Hands up. I mean you no harm here. I just believe that perhaps there is something that should be returned to its home.
I say, talk to my force user, buddy.
Nivea, what do you want? I mean, life detection, you detect the presence of other life forms, discern their number, degree of sentience, and approximate location. I do you want to try that to see whether whether the aura around this guy is
Oh.
pinky red or not?
Yeah. Well, I think I'd like to do that as well as find out what's going on with Yerkys and making sure that he's appropriately leaving now that his
I
now
think
that
Yerkys is out there somewhere. The immediate challenge is
Yeah.
from this man standing, smiling at you with his hands in the air.
and I say notably, of course, we do not trust anyone that we've seen so far. So I'm going to spend a point
Okay.
and then I roll. I'm rolling at a -1 with the force,
Okay.
and that gets me a 2.
It is
Oh, wait, wait,
uncanny.
wait. Oh, wait. I can spend a destiny point
Oh,
and see if I can
destiny.
get a 0 or see if I can get better than a 2.
Is
Nope,
Destiny
I just got a 4.
replace? Okay.
Not in. It will be replaced, but not today.
No, I
Um,
mean when you use the Destiny reroll, does it replace the original roll? So
oh
if you
yeah,
roll
think
yeah.
worse, it just okay.
And well, you can re-roll one or both dice.
Were
Yeah.
both dice worthy of re-rolling for you?
yes, it was a 1 and a 2.
Okay. So you don't
So
want to force
even
that.
with the 4 and a 2, that's 6 minus 1 is 5.
Yeah.
Um, he looks at you, Nivea, and says, the force is not strong in you, but your teacher taught me, and names your teacher, that mentor that you had when you were taken away to force training camp. The item you have been searching for belongs where it started, in the Coruscant Jedi Temple that they are rebuilding. Come with me and deliver it there if you don't trust me.
Words are cheap. It started someplace else. It started with Yapu.
Yapu,
That's where the Jedi sent it.
they did, but now is the time for it to return to secure storage with those that know the danger. You cannot imagine the risk that this presents.
I can imagine a little bit of the risk right now. That's what we're dealing with.
I turn to Keel and Bolga and Oryx and I say, it's only 2/3. We don't know where the other one is.
And then his lightsaber lights up blue.
So you're saying, Nivea, I look at you. We good?
Is he threatening us with his lightsaber?
No, I
Oh, okay.
simply want to
Yeah,
demonstrate
yeah.
my goodwill. And then he turns it
I
off again.
okay. Um, I we're better than we were before. So sure.
Okay, that reaches a thumbs up to me. Let's get the F out of here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before you leave, Mr. Keel, might I trouble you for passage to the third segment?
We'll talk about that on the ship, won't we? Let's go.
um,
We need to leave.
Yeah. Yerkys is getting back up. We've
um,
got to go.
I think that is probably our series complete.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah. There's inevitably after credits snippet. If anybody would like to describe where they are, what they're doing down the road, I'm very happy to listen to it. Bilga, are you still with
Yeah,
the crew?
yeah, of course, of course. Bilga is like lice. Yeah, I think you see Bilga as like he's at a terminal, and he's setting up a deal to sell that Imperial intelligence, and he's like, "Oh, this is gonna go great. Okay, guys, I'm going to make us a lot of credits. You're going to love this deal. And that's it for him for now.
Who'd like to go next?
I think. Oh, you do want to go, Rich?
Yeah, mine's real simple. I think we just see Oryx on the ship, and he has installed a like gun cabinet, and he's just putting another weapon there. And beside, we see the two Dart Trooper helmets that he has in his little
Trophy
case.
cabinet.
Yep.
All very Predator. Lowell, do you want Keel next?
Yeah, I think that we cut a little bit from Bilga saying that to me looking over, and I think I've graffitied on the wall with like a little pen, like how much Keel has spent is written on the wall in numbers there. And I just look at that and I'm like, "Oh, God, I'm never getting out of debt. I'm never getting out of debt."
Finally, Nivea.
I think we see Nivea completely separate from the rest of the crew, and I think she's in the temple on Coruscant, and we see her. It's kind of a smash cut. We see her sparring with other students there, and she's excelling. And then we see her in another room, and there are these little shapes that are on a table and a bunch of children. And we see the children picking up these shapes with the force and moving them around. And we see her pushing really hard and straining, and nothing happens.
Love it.
Yeah.
I too have an epilogue here, which is screen wipe from all of that. And we start looking, as too often in Star Wars, we're looking out into the galaxy. And as we come down, we see the atmosphere, and I found some words for this. Um, uh, Dark, oppressive canopy of volatile red gases, cosmic stardust, and relentless lightning strikes. And we come down from that into we're looking at that through a window, a dark chamber. Hooded figures are in a semicircle with a large hollow projector in the middle. And there is a difficult to see who it is. I have added a picture of this person to the NPC tab. Uh, Bald, dressed in black, leaning forward, uh, and and uh, and he says, "What news?" And one of the hooded figures said, "Lady Waexana has failed." And he says, "It doesn't matter. It will simply take us longer." Screen wipe.
Oof.
And that is our game. Quick, roses and thorns.
Oh, it's the weirdest little floor, but I was very struck by your description of when the doors open up and the hut like slides back and your little the droid shuffling backwards. That really amused me. That was like my favorite little moment of that super cool scene. And the droid shuffle is great.
Any other roses?
I just want to throw out a rose to everybody. I think, it's been like a year maybe since I last got to play with y'all here at the Open Hearth, and it is such a blast playing with you guys. I can play any system, any game. It doesn't matter. I'll always have a great time with y'all. So just a big old rose to you, everybody.
For sure.
Stephen?
Yeah, I'm going to toss out. Basically, I thought it was great. Number one, us landing, we'll be like, oh, we'll just go take care of this Lady Waexana. It'll all be fine. Oh, here's a problem with the huts because we have real money trouble. Bringing that into play was fantastic. And then, oh, I'm just going to shoot the guy, and then us having to handle it. And it was a great, tension builder, sort of like, to get to the climax and, oh, here we go. Oh, no, now we're going to ramp it up and go do the real thing with Lady Waexana. That was great.
Good. Lowell, anything?
I loved it. I enjoyed all the scenes today. I enjoyed the back and forth. I love where all the characters have gotten to, where or Oryx with the gun case and Nivea like finding that path, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't her path. I love that ambiguity and the Bilga stuff. So those are all and great run, Alan,
For sure.
all the way across the board. But again, I love good pacing, and you're so good at it. I love watching people who understand the importance of pacing and can work it and keep everything. On Saturday, somebody said, or on Tuesday, somebody said, all killer, no filler. And I think that feels real appropriate here. If I have a thorn, and this is a thorn on me, and you're all going to go, oh, no, no, no. I, I, I am one of those people sometimes when I see something, I get pushy. Feel like I'm driving the car maybe a little too much, and maybe I don't check in as much as I should. So I am conscious of how controlly I get here, and I apologize if I stepped on anybody's toes or kind of cut you off from anything.
I mean,
Uh,
just to reassure you all, there was a point where you said, "I've been talking a lot. I'm going to shut up now."
Yeah,
You know,
you're very
so I
cognizant.
think you are conscious of that, and I don't think that got in the way.
okay, well,
And my perspective of that was that, you were role playing Keel as a good leader. This is what we need to do next. And I'm like, that's absolutely correct. The rest of us were like, I'm the driver, I'm the muscle, I'm the shooter. So yeah, we needed your direction.
I enjoyed it. Like I will say, I had a very good time throughout. Like
So did I. So did
just
I.
solid.
I was saying to Rich before we started that this is near as damn it 49 years ago to the month when I first played Traveller.
Oof.
And I am thinking next year it will be 50 years to this month. And I'm really pleased to have broken out some Traveller, even though the purists who watch this will say, he's not playing Modern Second Edition, and I'm not. I'm just having fun. So thank you all for indulging my fun. Um,
Oh, thank you for running so much.
is it okay for me to post this
Oh
and
yeah.
and
Please
end
do.
this series?
Oh, please.
Yes, it is. It's
Thank
not okay
you.
for you to end it, but I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been great fun, folks. Hope to play again with you soon. And likewise, Cody, it's been too long.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers,
Thank you
guys.
all.
Bye
See ya.
now.
Later, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.